I'm going to start with a simple fact. Your body only produces as much testosterone as it thinks it needs. And I'm going to explain what that means. If you are the kind of person who watches porn all day, who faps all day, who doesn't do crap to better yourself, who stays inside all day, who is comfortable and not really taking risks, your body is not going to produce that much testosterone. That is why you don't have that much testosterone. However, if you're out there, if you're taking risks, if you're doing something to better yourself, if you're doing something that gives you pride in yourself, if you're competing, if you're doing literally anything that makes you uncomfortable, that changes your situation, that changes your life, your body is going to produce more testosterone. Because going back to the initial example, if you're lazing around all day, your body doesn't need to produce that much testosterone. If you're watching pornography all day, if you're fapping all day, your body doesn't need to produce that testosterone because your brain thinks that you're already satisfied, that you're already well off, that you're wealthy and you're comfortable and all this kind of stuff. That's how the subconscious mind thinks. If you watch porn, if you fap, if you do all this kind of stuff to different women and whatnot, if you fap to all these different women, the brain thinks that you have a sort of harem, that you have a sort of rotation going on, a real rotation, not an artificial one. And that's how the brain perceives porn and fapping, and that's why it's so addicting. Because, as I said in a previous video, reproduction is one of the most essential human functions. And what does porn and sex and fapping and all this kind of stuff have to do with? It has to do with reproduction. It has to do with sex. And the brain is hardwired to perceive that as real. When you stop doing that, your dopamine receptors get rewired. They get rewired to accept real sources of dopamine. And that's when you'll start to see the changes in your life. And that's what's going to give you the energy to take initiative, to take other changes in your life. As I said in the very, very first video that I made, actually, along this streak, I've had the energy to start getting up early. I've had the energy to start going to the gym 5 times a week. I've had the energy to be more productive, get more work done, hit my daily quotas, establish daily quotas for myself in the first place. And you can have all that too. You can have all that too if you just retain. Retain, abstain from fapping and porn and casual sex, all this kind of stuff. Abstain. And once you start to abstain from this stuff, you start to root out other addictions in your life. You start to identify other addictions in your life. Because you start thinking like, hey, that thing doesn't seem too good for me. I shouldn't be doing that much either. I shouldn't be eating this either. I shouldn't be engaging in this activity either. I shouldn't be going to this place either, etc. It changes your mind. And once you start to challenge yourself, once you start to get rid of these things, your body's going to produce more testosterone naturally because you're making an uncomfortable situation for yourself. You're shaking up your situation. You're affecting change in your life. You're doing something that's different. And whenever you're doing something that's different, the body produces more testosterone. Whenever you're doing something that's new, that's beneficial for your life, that's the big one. You could be competitive. It could be something of that sort. Your body is going to produce more testosterone because your body needs more testosterone if you're doing this stuff. That is a simple fact. And not only this, but semen retains vital nutrients and vitamins and all these kind of things. And the more of it that you retain, the more of it gets put out through your body. The more of these vitamins and minerals and etc. are put out through your body and your bloodstream and everything. And that gives you a lot more energy and a lot more drive. But if you're releasing every single day, if you're releasing all the time, you don't have these vitamins. You don't have these essential minerals or whatever the hell else. You don't have these things because you're releasing all the time. You're getting rid of them. You're expelling something from your body. And if you're expelling something from your body, you best believe that it has some kind of effect on you. So yes, The simple answer as to how to naturally boost your testosterone is simply to do things that challenge you, to do hard things. If you do hard things, if you do the things that challenge you, if you do the things that you find a little bit uncomfortable right now, but you know deep down it's going to benefit your life, you got to do it. Don't hold back. You've been thinking about making YouTube videos? Go make that YouTube video. Turn on the camera. Turn on the camera right now. You have the equipment to do it. You likely all have smartphones, and all your smartphones have cameras that can take videos. Start. You want to get in the gym? Do it. You want to get up early? Do it. No more excuses. All right, guys. That's going to be it for this video. Have a good one. Stay on that grind. As I said, do the things that challenge you, and I'll see you on the next one.